All right, fifth graders. So I realized that you guys use most of your citric acid in the solubility experiment. So I'm going to go ahead and film some of these, part of this investigation. You'll do some of this in on hands, but then part of this, you're just gonna have to watch this video and watch what happens. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip around this camera and we're gonna get started. So we're just going to observe what happens when I mix 1 scoop of citric acid with 50 milliliters of water. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. All right, so we have citric acid. I used a syringe right here. I measured 50 milliliters of water into this cup. Ca for citric acid. Let's see what happens when I add 50 milliliters of citric acid. All right, let me go ahead and get a scoop, sorry. All right, here we go. Citric acid. Anything happen? No. I'll go ahead and see if it dissolves. See what happens when will it dissolve? It does dissolve. All right, so citric acid will dissolve. All right, so now we're gonna move on. So now we have, this is cup 2. All right, cup 2 is going to be citric, calcium chloride and citric acid. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some calcium chloride to our container. This is citric acid. And now what happens when I add CC calcium chloride? Interesting. It does turn cloudy. Did anything happen? What are you observing? All right, so I'm just gonna stir this. We'll probably come back. We'll come back to this cup in a little bit. All right, and now we're gonna move on to cup number 3, which is baking soda and citric acid. So I'm gonna get my BS. All right. Full of baking soda and citric acid. This is the rest, my remaining cup of citric. Do you hear that? Baking soda and citric acid. What's happening? All right, so those are our 3 investigations. And I asked you to make observations of what happens so that you know. Now you can look in here to see kind of. All right, looks like something's forming at the bottom. Let's check in.